happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly I was in the water. Cold water. And I was in over my head. I felt my body falling deeper. I didn't have a life preserver, but I began to move my arms around and started coming back up. When my head surfaced, I spit out all the water and gasped for breath and looked for something to hold on to. How did it happen? Well, I was driving back to the boat and I wanted to film it for all of you guys in my YouTube channel. So I drove up and filmed me just simply getting on the boat. I was at a part of it where there really wasn't much lighting. It was very dark, so I left the lights on my car. My high beams kept them on. This is what it looked like to get up on the boat. That's why it was so shocking when I found myself in the water in the dark. This is what it looks like in the daytime. As you can see, there's a little mini finger pier here, and I was climbing up, and I literally fell in between this little narrow opening. I mean, it's fortunate that I didn't hit my head on the tow rail, because if I would have hit my head, I could have been unconscious, and then they would have found me floating the next morning. But thankfully, I was conscious, so when I came to the surface, I just grabbed onto this wooden pier here. You know, when you're topside on a pier, it doesn't look like any big distance. You know, if you think, oh, if I fell on that, I'd just, grab the pier and pull myself up. But it's a whole nother thing to be down in the water, and it's a completely different perspective, and you see it's maybe 3-4 feet. And so you grab onto something, and you try to pull yourself up. I did. I tried to pull myself up. I tried to pull my legs around this wooden pillar to get some leverage to kind of shimmy up. But it was so covered with slime, it didn't have any leverage. So I held on, and I could not lift myself up. And I was kind of afraid to let go and swim because I had lots of heavy clothing on. I had no life preserver. I had my sneakers on that were double tied, and I was in over my head in water. I thought, maybe I should just hang on and think about what to do. So first thing I did was just try to slow my breath down. My breath is all breathing fast, and I don't want to hyperventilate or lose my strength and not be able to hold on. So I just concentrated on just calming my breath, calming down, and just hanging on to the edge of the pier. I looked around my right and my left, and again, it was pretty pitch black, so I really couldn't even see all the detail that this kind of recreation is showing you guys in the daytime. So I hung on. I'm not really sure how long I just hung on there, but I kind of was moving slow, and I wanted to make sure that I was breathing nice and calm. I just kind of focused on staying calm. I felt kind of silly, but I thought, I just can't keep hanging on, because if my strength fails, I'm going to slip into the water and drown. And it's completely dark. I can't see a thing. So I decided that I know there's no one around. I haven't seen anyone. It's a boatyard at night, on a Monday night at about 10 o'clock at night. So I decided, give it a try. So I yelled, "Help!" No answer. I didn't expect an answer. I cried, "Help!" again. No answer. So I just held on. My left arm began to really get weak. And so I just was glad that my right arm was stronger, so I just kept hanging on there. And I thought, maybe this is it. What went through my mind? Well, that's personal. I thought about my relatives on the other side, and I thought about God. And so I waited. But I did decide to give a couple more shouts of help.
And I thought I heard somebody in very, very low terms say, "Help, help." So I went outside and I saw flashlights across in the other marina. I forget the name of the other marina. And I called across. I said, "What's anything occurring?" And they said, "Yeah, somebody had fallen in the water and could not get out. Ran over towards the travel lift where the folks across the creek had said you had fallen in, and we found you unable to get up. The water was too low, and it was a terribly difficult thing to do unless you were really an acrobat." I noticed on the way down there that we had a ladder on in the marina, so I went back to the ladder, brought the ladder back, put it in the water, get himself out without any help. I was quite surprised that he wasn't hypothermic, but at any rate I said that we should get you into a hot shower. That's about the size of it. It just was not his time. The guy topside didn't feel like it was his time to take into his arms, so that's what happened, and that's the story.
Thanks. I sure do appreciate you listening last night. I lost my camera. My nice camera went into the drink. So I've been borrowed this little one to keep making these videos for you. And not quitting.
Never got me down.
Thanks for watching, and thank you to Captain Bob, who came and heard and rescued me.